Uh, these instruments we are going to talk on heat exchanger apparatus. First of all, I will discuss. You probably know what is heat exchanger, right? So in some cases, we are actually coming in close contact with one hot liquid and cold liquid. So that can be two different variants. Also, you probably have studied in heat transfer operation. So there can be different kinds of heat exchanger. Here, these exchangers are actually parallel flow counter current flow heat exchanger apparatus here. Essentially, it means that in one of the pipe we will have a hot air, water is going maybe in inner core, and outside and for example I am having the cooling water. So they can move. For example, hot water is moving from this direction. Of course, in a concentric pipe, cold water is going, for example, from this right to left side. That means it is heat exchanger of counter current flow. If hot water coming into a system and cold water coming into system, both are going parallelly, side by side, then it is known as parallel flow. So parallel flow and counter current flow, both the design has been made in a same unit. I will explain how the parallel flow and counter current flow will happen. But basically what is happening when I am having for example, maybe here also we can see this diagrammatic representation. I am having cold water coming in and it is becoming hot, cold will become hot and go away here, and similarly hot water is going through and this will become little bit cold and will be leaving. So that means these are actually parallel flow heat exchanger operation. The same thing here it is shown in counter current flow. So hot is going from this end and leaving in the right side. On the other hand, the cold water is coming from right hand side and finally crossing over and leaving in the other end. So heat exchanging in both the process will not be same. The theory will be discussing in your class, laboratory class. Now how these things we are going to operate and what are the things we need to know. Basically we need to know what is the cold water input temperature which is becoming hotter, right? Cold will become hotter. So cold water input, cold water is becoming hot. What is the output? Hot water, what is the input, and hot water, what is the output. So this four temperature we need to know and we have to measure. Here there will be some valve for easy operations. This panel has been shown that if I am going to have parallel operation or counter current operation, which valve should be opened and closed. But we can also do without reading this also, you can explain. And valve number is given, V3, V4 for example here. Similarly V1 and V2 valve is here. So I will tell you how to operate and how the things is happening basically. So essentially water is coming from two way. One way water, if you see, you can come this side now also. So our water flow is here, water is coming into main pipe and this piping is going to your heater, one portion. Another water channel, same water channel, another 50% portion is possibly coming into this end. So now from this, both are the water inlet points. So water is coming over here and similarly in this, sorry, oh no one, this is inlet and other one is this one, this one is inlet. So there is two inlet portions are there. So first one is, this is for example hot water is being prepared and hot water is going through this way and finally draining out. Now cold water has two options to go. So cold water is coming actually at this point. So cold water entry from the tap is here. Now there is two routes. Either it will, cold water will go like this and move this way. If it is moving, cold water is moving this way, means it is becoming counter current because hot water is coming from this direction, cold is from this direction. It is becoming counter current. So if I am allowing cold water to pass through this and come over here, finally it will leave. That is one way. Cold will become hot definitely. And second option is that cold water, I am not allowing this, cold water is coming this way, coming and now moving both cold water and hot water parallelly, and finally if I see they are going down. So this is going out and this is also going out. So cold is becoming hot and going out. So these valves will tell you what to do and what to not to do. So for example, V3 valve. So V3 valve, if I am going to have a counter current, this is coming, hot is coming this side and cold is going this side, that means I have to open this. So you see, for example, V3, you see, for counter current it should be open because I have to allow the cold water to come this, okay, and then cold water is going this and cold is fine, and then I have to allow the cold water to leave also, right? That means V1 I have to open then, you see, V1 should be open then. So in counter current I have to allow V1 to open. So cold water coming in, going this and leaving the platform. So that's why V1 and V3 it should be open. Okay. And what about V4? V4 is not necessarily required because hot water is going this way, go away. This should be closed. This is not necessary. So these valves will tell you how to operate on this. So V4 is there, V4 closed, V3 open, V1 is this one, and V2 because this is not required. So V2 should be closed. So this way counter current. Similarly, co-current also you can understand. Co-current means water should come, this cold is coming into this. So it should be open, it will go this, it should be closed, otherwise it will go directly this side. So it should be closed, it should be open, coming in, now they are moving in same direction parallelly. Hot water will always go this side. But cold, which become now hot, it should be closed, it should leave, it should be open, come down. So this is the arrangements of valves we will be talking here. Similarly, when I am having, so for example, we are just trying to show you and switch it on the water channel and slowly so at this point I am allowing the water to, okay, water is coming, water is draining and so this is the heating element and no, it is already open. Okay, it's too much open, so I am just reducing. These are all now, for example, I am closing and slowly. So you see, now it is being hot water is being formed, right? It will be formed. I am allowing the water to come into the heater. So it is being hot water is coming, being formed, some temperature definitely will be this coming. So hot water is simply going. I am not making any cold water to counteract, and I will measure this temperature I can measure. You see, hot water temperature, for example, exit temperature. You see, thermocouple is there, T2. Of course, I have to switch it on. Okay, so it will tell me what is the temperature. So, for example, in this case, T1 is the hot water. What is the temperature? Starting point temperature. Then coming hot water is becoming cold and going out. So this is T2. So T1 and T2 is hot water input and output. T3 and T4 is for cold water in and out. Now cold water I have to allow something. So for example, this cold water is coming. I want to make it counter current. Counter current means I will allow it to open. If I am allowing it to open, so cold water will come, cold water will go this way opposite direction, and cold water will finally leave. So this is already closed. So now I believe it's fine. Somewhere it is going, no? Yes. Okay. So this is the cold water becoming hot. Now give it more flow. Hold down. So this system now it is operating. Cold water is coming here, coming this way, counter current, and then leaving. So cold water leaving is that one. This pipe is going actually this one, cold water leaving. So this is heater, and what is our objective now? I am measuring different temperatures. So I will say you this 4 temperature reading we should have. So first hot water. It is not so hot till now. I can reduce the flow. So for example 35, 36 is the hot water temperature. You see 27. So hot water is becoming cold. When it is reaching there, it is becoming 27 like that. This is third channel. Third channel means cold water inlet. Cold water inlet is around also the same temperature. And T4, oh, sorry, gone. Okay, so now hot water 39 here. Hot water going out is 28. Now cold water I am allowing this way, right? So allowing means T4. T4 will be the cold water entry 26, and finally cold water is becoming hot and leaving at T3. So T3 is expected to be higher than T4 here, because it is a counter current. So T2, T3 some 28, 29 like that, and T4 is likely to be some little less, 26, 27. So hot is becoming colder, cold is becoming hot. Of course we have to maintain the flow rate. So whole flow, how much I want to pass through this heating system, how much I am allowing to flow through the cold water, these things also we can measure in the flow measuring here. But anyway, now these are all opened up. So when we will measure, I have to close this. Okay, I have to close this, and then I can see how much time it takes to fill this. Reduce the flow now. So we can manage the flow. So I have to measure how much is the hot water flow rate and cold water flow rate by closing this valve. So I can see how much rate this is being filled. Okay, now I have managed it. So this is the flow rate for cold water becoming hot. And similarly, this is the drainage is happening now. Hot water is becoming cold. I can also bring this back and put it here. I am not doing it because this place is already spoiled. So I have to measure this flow rate as well. I will close this valve and I will measure this flow rate for hot water and cold water. I will measure the temperature. This is one experiment I will do. I can change again flow rate, and I will also establish a new sets of T1, T2, T3 and T4 values for another flow rate. And we will have some time, after some time it will be in equilibrium, because heating rate is there, constant heating rate is there, water flow rate is there, cooling water flow rate is there. So we will establish the equilibrium temperature of T1, T2, T3 and T4, 4 different valves. And once this exercise is done, I will change this directionality. So that means I am closing it, I am not allowing to this one, but I am allowing the cold water to come this way. I am allowing cold water to go this way. That means now cold water is coming this and going parallel, same direction. Of course, then I have to open this up. Okay. Now both are coming this side and getting released. So now this flow is going to be known as parallel flow, because hot water is always left to right. Now cold water also I am allowing to go this. This valve is closed, so it is coming down and through this pipe. It is here, up, it is closed, going down. So hot water is coming here. So I also measure what is T4. T4 means the cold water is becoming hot and leaving this time. So this T1, T2, T3 and T4 reading I have to again re-establish, maintaining some temperature. What is the temperature it is maintaining? Also we need to manipulate the flow rates. As you see now hot water is 55, very hot. But you see it is living at around 40 degree. It is living 40 degree. T2. T3 is this one, which is input. Cold water is entering around 30 and leaving around 32. So cold is becoming little hot. So T4 is the cold water leaving this channel. So basically these four temperature readings you will be using for our calculation. The theory and calculation part we will be discussing in your class. That's all.